Hi, welcome back to Informatica tutorial. We will see one more transformation in this class. So, so far I am doing my demonstration with employees source from the HR schema. So in employees source, I have a table, employees table. I have fields like employee ID, name, email, phone number, and department ID. But I don't have a department name because it is a ER model, entity relationship model, and it is highly normalized. There is no redundancy here. It is a transactional system data model. So if I want to know what is the department name, I need to take this department ID and join to department table here, or department flat file or department table basically. So in department table we have DEPT ID and DEPT name. So we need to join to one other table to get this information. So in Informatica, how do we do this? So when you join these two and bring all this information and this one into one common place, I want to bring this into my employees target table. This is in target schema. So in target.employees, I want to have all these fields as well as DEPT name. So that is why let's see how to do this in Informatica, which transformation will help us. So I have created a mapping called employees joiner. I'm going to drag my employees flat file as a source here, and I'm going to drag departments table as my another source. So there are two sources here, one is employees and one is department. So since employees is a flat file, I'm going to take employees flat file from the target files directory which I generated earlier, and then I'm going to copy into the source files directory. So let me come to the database and add a column called DEPT name varchar2 of 30 to the table, employees table in the target schema, and I need to import my employees table again to the target designer since I have added a column, so I need to refresh it. So I'll say replace here. So it will say it already exists, so I'll say replace here and then save this. So when I save this, I can see that there is DEPT name existing here, and then I'll come here and drag my target departments target employees which has the DEPT name already here. And now I have two heterogeneous sources here. One is a flat file and one is a table. Departments is a table. So Informatica joiner transformation can join heterogeneous sources. So let me create the joiner transformation here, JNR underscore EMP DEPT. So let me join, first drag all the ports from the source qualifier of employees, and I need to drag only two ports from the department source qualifier, that is department ID and department name. So department ID and department name. Then I need to give a join condition. In the first thing I need to do is give a join condition in the joiner transformation. So on the left side it is showing me all the ports from the master table. The master table is there is a column called M here, and M means master. So by default Informatica has specified department table as the master, department source as the master. So I can change the master table if I like to. If I click on any of these ports, all the ports, all the other ports from this particular source will also get checked. So I can only specify all the ports from one particular source as a master. I cannot specify just one port. So what is a general good practice here is specify the source with smaller number of records as the master. So here department table has 27 records and employees table has 107 records. So let's specify, let's leave it the default way. It has chosen department as the master source. So let's leave it like that. So the reason for choosing smaller table as the driving table is this. So basically in joiner transformation you have a master source and a detail source. So how do you select which one is master and which one is detail? The general principle is to select the smaller table as the master and bigger one as a detail. So suppose this has 10 records and this has 1000 records. So what happens is each record, so here let's say this is DEPT and this is EMP. So the join condition is DEPT dot DEPT ID equal to EMP dot DEPT ID. So each record will come, it will start with first record here and it will try to find for a match for the DEPT ID, department ID of, suppose the department ID is of the first record is 10, second record is 20. So it will try, so it will take the first record and it will try to search how many records have department ID 20 in the detail table. Suppose there are 10 records in 10 records with department ID equal to 10. So this one record will get joined to 10 records and then the output will be 10 records from the joiner. So basically this is a normal join. So the number of iterations will be the number of records equal to the number of records in the master table. Suppose you declare this as a master, it has to take each of these 1000 records and it has to go and look in the master table, other table, basically DEPT table. Suppose if you declare this as a master and this as a detail, it has to take each of these records and look in the other table for a match. So it has to do this 1000 times. So that is not a good idea. So that is the reason we specify the smaller table as a master table. So let's complete the joiner transformation now in informatics. And let's go to the property tab. Join type is normal join. So we have other types of join also, which we'll see in next classes. So we have given the condition, so everything is fine. So let me do an auto link between the joiner to the target, and let me connect the, so DEPT name is not connected because it's with the department name here. The name of the column is department name here. So let me connect it manually and save this. So this is valid. Now let me come here and create a workflow for this in the workflow manager. So I've created a workflow called WF employees joiner. Let me create a session here. Yes, employees joiner, and I'll choose the mapping M employees joiner. And so let me put all the standard properties, right backward compatible log file, and here let me select from HR and target config object. We will do save session logs for 5 runs and stop on errors is 1. And what is the source file directory? The source file directory is $PM source file directory. That is fine. And the name of the source file is ffemployees1.out. And let me put it here. And department source table is coming from $source. And for the employees target table, let me put normal mode, and then let's give this as $target. And let's truncate the target table and load so that we have only the currently loaded records loaded with the current session only. And let me run this now, start task, and let's see the progress here. So we have 27 records coming in from department and 107 records from employees flat file, but the result looks like only 11 records. So let me see. Looks like there is something wrong. So join condition basically should be department ID equal to department ID of the detail table. So I forgot to change this. So let me correct this and then refresh the mapping once and then save this and run this once more. So let's see how many records will come out of this. So we got 106 records. So we didn't get all 107 because it's an inner join and only 106 records. For 106 records, department ID is matching in both the tables. So let's see what is that one record which is missing. Select EMP employee ID from HR dot employees minus select employee ID from employees. So let's see what is this record, and it is 178. So we'll see select star from HR.employees where employee ID equal to 178. So the department ID is null for this employee ID. That's why it didn't match with anything in the department table. So that's why it didn't come in the target. So let's see now how the employees table looks like in the target schema. We want to see the department name in this table. Yeah, we got the department name basically with the joiner transformation. So we will see more options in joiner transformation in the next class. Thank you.